Good fact about Chad, he's a pro wrestler, which is awesome. But I got to know him outside of church, and he's just a man who just loves God and is pursuing him with his whole heart. And come on, let's get a little bit rowdy for Chad this morning.
You guys excited to be here today? I was at Elkhorn Wednesday night. It was amazing to see how many of you guys came. And it's uplifting for me as well, man. Like I said, I think I said it a couple weeks ago, that I learned so much from each and every one of you guys just by watching and just by seeing, Wednesday night, all the kids up here praying and raising their hands and praising God. And it's a blessing to me as well. So just know that. You guys are a light in somebody's life, and you can lead someone to Jesus. So let's kick it off. First off, my name's Chad. Some of you may have not heard me speak. I started serving here a couple months ago. It's amazing, a blessing. I'm thankful for just getting the opportunity, just my third time being able to get up here and bring the Word of God. Hope I gave you guys a great message today. So let's first and foremost, we go bring the Lord in prayer. So we all bow our heads. Heavenly Father, thank you so much. Thank you for your love. Thank you for this day. I thank you for this message, God. I pray that this speaks to someone here today. I feel that someone's here that needs to hear this message. I pray that our hearts be open, that our eyes see, and that we understand what you're trying to tell us today, God. That you love us, and that Jesus, you love us. Lord, we love you. And we thank you for this opportunity to be in your house and hear your word. In the name of Jesus, amen. So today we're going to continue the First John series that Pastor John kicked off last week. And I kind of want to just dive into what today's message is about. I'm going to be talking about 1 John 2. And the name of this is pretty short and simple. It's 5 words, if I got my math right. It's do not love the world. The world is an evil place, and it will try and drag us down everywhere we go. As soon as you walk out the door of this church, someone's going to try and drag you down. As soon as you wake up in the morning, you yourself may try and drag yourself down because of something that happened. If you have your Bibles today, and I brought mine, sometimes I just bring my iPad, but today I brought my Bible because this is a special tool in my life. This is a special piece of armor that I like to call. I'd like for you guys to get your phones as well, please. 1 John chapter 2, verse 15 through 17, and they're going to put it on the screen. What I want you guys to do today is really trying to open up and just listen to the Word. You see, this is kind of like a roadmap for us. This is a roadmap that leads us. It tells us the right way to go. Let it speak to you. And I want you to live by these words. 1 John 2, 15 through 17 says, do not love this world, nor the things it offers. For when you love the world, you do not have the love of the Father in you. For the world offers only a craving for physical pleasure, a craving for everything we see, and pride in our achievements and possessions. These are not from the Father, but are from this world. And this world is fading away, along with everything that people crave. But anyone who does what pleases God will live forever. Do not love the world. In these 3 verses, it's laying out for us what things will make us stumble and make us fall short of God's glory. 1, the lust or desires of the flesh. Things that entice us. The lust and desires of the eyes, the things we may see. And this is a big one, the pride of life, thinking maybe we're better than someone. Thinking we may have to have something to be better than someone or to be a better person. And it plainly tells us that all 3 of these things are not from the Father, but from the world. You say, we deal with this every day. And these 3 things are what the enemy, the devil, will use. No matter what age you are, he will use them to drag you down. Happens every day. So I'm big on stories because stories help me to understand, help me to comprehend, and I feel like that breaks the ice. Instead of just word for word, you guys can hear something that I went through in life. And it wasn't long ago that I found myself constantly surrounded by toxic people. people that try to entice me with cool things that are bringing me down. Started in high school, I had a friend, thought it was a friend, named Robert. And I was drawn to Robert because I wanted to draw at the time. I wanted to be an artist for some reason. But he was an amazing artist. He drew comics and all that stuff. So I was attached to him and that. But lo and behold, a few months later, I learned that Robert liked to steal. Robert loved pornography. Right. And I was drawn to that because I was attached to Robert. He was a toxic person that dragged me down. We went to the mall, and I didn't know this. We went to the mall, we went to the comic book store, which was a huge place for us to go. And he had a bag, and he gave me an empty bag. Where am I carrying an empty bag from? We started putting stuff in my empty bag. And instead of saying no, I was like, I'm worried about getting caught. But I myself was stealing. So he opened up this door to being a thief and stealing things. He opened up this door to pornography. And then later on, those things lead to other things. As I got older, as I got in the Marine Corps, as I started traveling the world, I started going to bars, I started going to strip clubs, because I was enticed by this stuff. I was enticed by these worldly desires. When I started going to bars, it led to another thing. It led to a pill problem. It led to a drinking problem, which led to anger, which led to depression, which led to me losing friends, family turning on me. You see what I'm saying? It's a cycle, guys. And then this one, so all those things is the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and then pride. Pride is the big one. So what got me on pride? Well, as a pro wrestler, you have the opportunity to make really good money. I started making all this money. And all this money coming in, I'm buying stuff, and I'm thinking I'm better than those people. I'm thinking I'm better than the person who has to stand on the street, a single mother asking for money to feed her children. I look at her in a bad way. I think I'm better because I have a nicer car, or because I can buy better things. So pride. And we deal with this every day, guys. We deal with this. And you see, I was gaining the world. I was gaining the world of money. I could go to cool clubs. I was around what I thought was cool friends. But somehow, every morning I woke up, I felt empty. How is that possible? How is it possible to think you have everything, but still wake up and feel empty? And I can answer that with Scripture. Like I said, this right here is the living, breathing Word of God. And it has every answer that I need every day I wake up. And I have it tattooed right on my wrist. It's Matthew 16:26. And the New Living Translation says, "And what do you benefit if you gain the world but lose your own soul? Is anything worth more than your soul?" And I also use the New International Version, which I like as well. Another translation, "What good will it be for someone to gain the whole world, yet forfeit your soul?" This tattoo on my wrist is a daily reminder because I had a cousin at 21 years old who was a brilliant individual. A smart, handsome young man that had the whole world in him. But he made one wrong choice. And last year he was murdered because he chose to start selling drugs. It's hard for me to talk about because that's a choice he made. If he hadn't made it, he'd still be alive. So that verse reminds me every day that having all that stuff is not worth it. I was gaining all this stuff, but I was still lost. You see, our culture that we live in tells us we have to have all these things to be cool, to be someone important. You guys all in different grades, different schools you go to, and you're surrounded by kids, you're surrounded by people who are going to tell you that if you don't drink alcohol, you're not the cool kid. If you don't wear Nikes or a name brand pair of clothes, that you're not the cool kid. What about this one? You love Jesus? Oh, that's stupid. He's not real. But what I'm here to tell you, that it's all about Jesus. You guys can be a difference. You guys can show these kids that Jesus is real. And it's hard. It's hard because we're having toxic people around us invade invade our mind and invade our life and tell us that these things that we do or don't do are cool or not cool. And it's a lie. I've learned finally at 37 years old that I don't have to drink. I've had to separate myself from certain people. My wife and I both have to separate ourselves from certain groups of people that we thought were our friends because they weren't a part of it. It's not what we're about anymore. I have a 3-year-old that stands and looks up at me every day. And I have two options to show that 3-year-old. I have two options. One, that her father's a failure and he's a drunk, and all she hears is some cussing and screaming and being mean, which is what I did when I drank. Or that Jesus Christ is real and he is that's the choice I make, to show my 3-year-old who Jesus Christ is, that he is real. And this right here will solve our problems. It'll help all our problems. We have to dive into it before it solves all our problems. And it still doesn't make it easy. It's not going to happen overnight. So leading right into that, I'm going to talk about 1 John 2:3-5, where it talks about obeying God's commandments. And we can be sure that we know him if we obey his commandments. And if someone claims, I know God, but doesn't obey God's commandments, that person is a liar and is not living in the truth. I was a liar, not living in the truth. But those who obey God's word truly show how quickly they love him. That is how we know we are living in him. Do not love the world. If we obey God's commands, it shows that we love him and we obey him. So one more story. I was in the Marine Corps, 2002-2006. And in Marine Corps boot camp, you are part of a platoon. So anywhere between 25 to 40 different men or women that are in that platoon. You're being led by a drill instructor, or 2 or 3 of them. And they're constantly just screaming at you, like all these commands, all these orders. You're flooded with all these. It's ridiculous, guys. Look up the video if you want to understand about the Marine Corps. Has anybody ever seen the Marine Corps video? Because it's insane. So here it is, obeying commands. We have a drill instructor just leading 25 to 40 of us, and we're 4 wide and however many deep, 10, 15 deep. And we're marching across the whole base. And this drill instructor, you're listening to his voice. You got 40 other men and women listening to his voice, and he's telling you to go straight. He's telling you when to turn left. He's telling you when to turn right, when to stop, when to about face or turn around. He's giving you orders. And if you don't listen to him, those 25, 40, whatever people are going to be scattered all over the place. They're not going to be in a formation. They're going to go every which way. Just imagine that, 40 different people going to the right, going to the left, turning around. It's going to look like ants. It's going to look like ants flying all over the place, right? So the point of the story is to tell you the only way we can fight the love of this world in evil ways is to listen to God and his commands. Get into his word. Understand what he's saying. It is our God and life. And when God says, keep straight and keep his eyes on me, you're going to want to turn to the left. You're going to want to turn to the right. You're going to want to turn around and see that one thing that entices you to do something that is against his commandments. But I'm telling you, obey his commandments and stay in that straight path. And then if you do fall to the left or to the right, like we all will, because we're not perfect. We're all going to fall short of glory. We're all going to sin. We're all going to mess up. But the good thing is, Jesus Christ will be there to welcome you with open arms. No matter how many times you fail, no matter how many times. I have screwed up so many times. But every time, I've still felt God calling me and pushing me. There's a reason I'm up here now. Because I chose to obey his commandments and tried my best to keep that straight path. I've been talking about this word right here, the Bible, being our armor, being our guide. Once again, we can go to the word in Ephesians 6, 10 through 12. We call it God's armor verse. A final word. Be strong in the Lord and his mighty power. Put on all of God's armor so that you will be able to stand firm against all strategies of the devil. For we are not fighting against flesh and blood enemies, but against evil rulers and authorities of the unseen world, against mighty powers in this dark world, and against evil spirits in the heavenly places. If we can put on this armor every day, it's like every day you wake up and you equip yourself to wear classrooms, gym class, math class, whatever. You're going to have your books. You're going to have what you need for that class. You're going to equip yourself for playing football, for playing basketball, for whatever sport we play. You're always equipped. So to me, life is no different. Because it's going to throw things at us. And I feel like we have to be equipped. Memorize one piece of scripture that you know you can use against the enemy when something arises in your mind. When someone toxic comes into your life and wants to entice you with alcohol or tell you that Christ is real, you tell them Christ is real. You memorize a piece of scripture. I'm terrible at these things. Which is why I read off the screen all the time. But I'm learning. So it tells us right here to defend ourselves against the enemy and as to put on the full armor of God. You see, how do we defeat desires of the flesh? The Word of God. How do we defeat the desires or the lust of the eyes? The Word of God. How do we defeat the pride of life? The Word of God. How do we defeat those temptations to want to drink, to want to party? How do we defeat those evil, toxic people in our life that tells us that God isn't real? Well, it says right here that He is. So the Word of God is our armor. And that's how we defeat them. Hold on to that Word. Because if you do, I tell you right now, it's stronger than anything in this world that stands against you. Anything. Yeah. I believe that with all my heart. That's why I'm screaming right now. Yeah. I'm sweating up here. I need a towel. You know, guys, every day we're going to face the world. It's evil ways will do all it can to drag us down. I have a verse that's not up on the screen. If you want to write it down, I would like for you to, because it's one that I like to try and memorize. It's very simple. We're going to face it daily. My flesh and my spirit battle every day for what's good and what's not. My flesh says, hey, Chad, you're on the road. Your buddies are drinking. You can have one beer. You can have one beer. And I know my limits, because one beer with me leads to many beers, which takes me back to that person I don't want to be. Or I can go to the spirit and go, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. Maybe dark. Satan's telling me that you have no light to read the Bible. Oh, guess what, Satan? I got this cool iPad with this bright light on it. I'm going to read the Bible. Or I'm going to listen to a worship song. That's how I've learned to defeat the enemy, guys. That's my way. Find your own way. We all got our own way. I don't have all the answers. But I can tell you from my experience that John 1:14 says, so the Word became flesh, and He made His home among us. Jesus became flesh and was tempted by everything we're tempted by. I'm reading this book right now. It's called Only Jesus. It's by Mark Hall from Castle Crowns. He sent me some because I'm going to start doing a small group with middle school small group sessions. And this is more kind of a study. But I want to read something out here. It's not that long, guys. But it talks about Jesus. It says Satan tried to throw those darts at Jesus, and Satan uses those same darts on us. This is good. He just dips them in different colors and poisons based on our appetites and weaknesses. They look different, but they're not. Sin is sin. Jesus dealt with those temptations without failure and yet still became guilty of all of them. God dumped the guilt and condemnation for the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life in His Son on the cross. Jesus Christ carried that guilt for the darkest sins we could ever conceive. And the last thing is Jesus felt the pain of every sin, but He never felt the pleasure. So you see, Jesus died on the cross for sins that we commit every day, or things that entice us every day, but He never once sinned. And if you read the Bible, if you read the Gospel, the New Testament, it talks about that Jesus was tempted by Satan. And how did He fight Satan? How did He fight Satan's temptations? It's the Word, and it dealt with everything we deal with, guys. We have, I guess, different age groups here. That's an elementary and middle school, maybe some high schoolers. It doesn't matter if you're 10, if you're 15, if you're 37, like Grandpa. You're going to be tempted the same way. He's going to put those poisons, different darts and different poisons, but they all lead to the same thing. The person in school is going to bully you because he knows you follow Jesus, because you wear a shirt that says, blessed or saved, or Jesus loves me. Don't let them mess you up. Pray for that person. Use the Word. Show them the love that Jesus showed those who spit on him, who hung him on the cross. Show them that love. The only way we can fight the love of the world is to grow closer to Jesus Christ. I believe that with all my heart. And if I didn't, I really would be able to say that. Because I try and practice what I preach. I try and practice what I read, what I study. You know, the coolest thing for me is putting messages together, because I learn from putting those messages together. You know, it's not just words that are flowing on this iPad. Like, these things are I pray constantly. God, give me the words. God, please help me with giving the word to these kids. Sometimes I don't know what to say. But in the end, it comes. The Lord brings me the word. So thank you guys for listening to me today. And we pray.